Taurus, what's up, y'all? How you doing? It is time for your February 2026 main monthly reading. 2026 is kicking right along, ain't it? So if any of you are in need of a personal reading, the information is in the description of this video. And for those of you catching this on time, this Saturday, January 24th at 11 a.m. Pacific time, we are going to be doing a round of our $22.22 live readings. No, it is not going to turn into a weekly thing like it was last year. We're doing it the old school way. We just break it out every now and then. So I think the year of the horse beginning, Aquarius season, Valentine's Day, that's a good little reason to do a round of them, right? So remember, you can pre-order anytime on my website. They're read in the order of which they come in. And if you're busy on that day, it's all good. You don't have to sit and wait through the whole live stream waiting for your reading. You can just come back Saturday night or Sunday morning or Monday morning. You can come back a week later and you can go to the playback, go to the comments. All the readings will be timestamped. You can go straight to your reading. So, yeah, all the information for all that stuff is in the description of the video. All right, let's jump into this. I want to see how things are looking between the singles and the person that you're interested in. See if anything's good happening in February. Anything good happening in February? Oh, Hangman reverse. You getting tired of waiting on this? Hang on a second. Ho-de-do, yo, ho-de-do, yo. Well, this is kind of confusing, honestly. Kind of confusing, because it does show the Lovers card here, indicating one hell of a strong connection that you can't just walk away from. This isn't something you can just brush off and walk away from. But at the same time, it's like you're not waiting on this anymore. I don't know what that means exactly. Maybe it's a battle between heart and mind. Maybe it's like your logical mind is telling you, quit waiting on this, move on from this. And even if you're going through the motions, your emotional mind can't let go. Is that what's going on here? Something to the effect of that? Maybe you're just starting to suspect that this person's just a game player. Yeah, I think you would love to be able to just flip a switch and turn this off, wouldn't you? That's hard though, man. That's a tough one. Okay, not much else to say about that. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries. I also have Gemini. Are those the only two? Oh, I got Leo here too. But, you know, it could be anybody. Those are just energies. All right, well, let's see how they feel about you and what their intentions look like. How's their energy look in general? What kind of person are they? Taurus's love interest. What are their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? Seven of coins. That's a weird energy to jump out first thing. Two of Swords, yeah. They don't even really know if this is worth it. They don't know if it's worth it. So right now, really the main thing that they're interested in is a sexual connection. Hey, that Devil card is a really common card to come through for this particular reading. Nine of Cups and Devil card. I want to be single and have a sexual connection. I don't know if it would be worth putting forth the work, the energy, the effort, and trying to build something here. I don't know if it would be worth it. Now, what exactly are they trying to take into consideration? I don't know. I don't know why. Like, what would be the worst case scenario? I don't know. But they don't know what they want. I don't know how you see it. The way I see it is, though, if you don't know whether or not you want me, you don't want me. So, deuces. Deuces. I'm not going to disrespect myself by clinging to somebody that doesn't really want me, hoping that they end up wanting me one day. Fuck that. That's just me, though. Let's get the advice. What's the advice for Taurus? What's the advice? Ooh, well, a decision needs to be made one way or the other here soon. Like, soon. If a decision is not made one way or the other, the universe gonna make a decision. And when the universe has to step in, you know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly. So I would advise that we need to get a straight answer out of this. But see, here's what concerns me. When somebody strings you along like that, that means they don't really want to be with you, but either A, there's something that they don't want to lose access to, or B, there's something that they're trying to gain access to. That devil card was right in the heart of that one spread, right? So usually with the devil card, if you're dealing with a male, he wants sex. If you're dealing with a female, she wants money, usually. Could be anything in between, but generally speaking, that's typically the way it goes, right? So it is not uncommon at all for a man to get into a relationship he doesn't want to be in, so he won't lose access to a sexual connection. It is not uncommon at all for a woman to get into a relationship she doesn't want to be in, so she won't lose access to a financial connection. You see these things happen a lot, a whole lot. So that's why I would advise that you be careful when it comes to the what are we conversation. Because if this person has access to something that they're terrified of losing access to, and you tell them we're either doing this or I'm out, and they say, okay, we'll do this then. Well, then, no. That you cannot lay no fucking foundation like that. No, you can't lay no foundation like that. I'm only with you because I need some cheeks to clap. That ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work. So careful with that, though. What I would do if I was you is I would just dig for transparency. I would dig for transparency. And transparency is only something you can feel. You can't figure out transparency logically. You have to feel it out. So if you don't feel a sense of transparency between you and this person, that's when, all right, deuces. Bye. I'm out. I don't know where I stand with you. I'm too fucking confused, Careful with that. These situations are tricky to navigate. All right. Now I'm doing something a little bit different this time. I want to see how things are looking with the person you're currently in a relationship with, but Usually I separate the new person and the long-term partner. I'm blending them together this time. So no matter if you've been with this person for a week, a month, a year, 5 years, or 10 years, this is the person that you're currently in a relationship with. If you are not in a relationship where you're experiencing problems, issues, or concerns, this is not for you. If you have a happy love life, get the hell out of here. You don't need to be here. Go enjoy your love life. I'm only here to help people who are struggling. So, yeah. Bye. All right. How's it looking? How's the energy looking between Taurus and the person they are currently in a relationship with? Ooh, who's that? Who's that? Somebody is thinking about exploring other options. Somebody is. Or maybe you suspect that they're exploring other options. Maybe there's some trust issues here. Ooh, shit. Drama, drama, drama. Emotional manipulation, emotional immaturity. But this connection is too strong for you to walk away from. Somebody here suspects infidelity. I can't squeeze. There's no way to work around that. I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's one, the other, or both of you. I don't know if it's warranted or unwarranted, justified or unjustified, but somebody suspects infidelity. Somebody suspects at least a third party, possibly even a fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh party. All right. Okay. Okie dokie. Some of you dealing with an Aquarius. Also have Leo, Gemini. Okay. Well, let's see their feelings, energies, and intentions. Current person Taurus is in a relationship with. Oh, yeah. See, they do be playing mind games with you. They do be gaslighting you. Yup. They're very guarded, man. Very defensive. You see, here's the thing. Okay. Oh, man. The same two cards. Same two cards. So, I don't have... Okay, so if this was a personal reading, if you ordered a personal reading from me, and you ordered the general personal reading for the current relationship, and this energy came through, here's what I would tell you. I don't have the card on the table that would tell me that infidelity is actively happening. However, they would if they could. And as a result of that, they're projecting that onto you. Who is usually the first person to assume that they're being cheated on? Who's the first person to accuse the other person of cheating? The one who's fucking cheating, right? Most of the time. Most of the time. Not always. About 75% of the time. The first person that starts pointing the finger and accusing the other person of cheating is the one that's fucking cheating. Or the one that wants to, you know? Projecting their shit onto you. And all I'm going to say is this. For those of you who did deal with somebody that was unfaithful in the past, there it is, man. There it is. There it is. If you dealt with somebody that was unfaithful in the past and you're wondering if they're still doing it, promise you. They're either doing it or they're trying to. It would surprise you how many times I hear that, man. It's so sad. You know, we got together 5 years ago, and then 3 years ago, I caught him talking to other girls, and we broke up. And then 6 months later, we got back together, and then I caught him talking to other girls again, and we broke up again. And then 8 months later, we got back together. Then I caught him talking to other girls again, and then we broke up again. And now he has a lock on his computer. He freaks out when I touch his phone. Is he still talking to other girls? Dun, dun, dun. Yes. Is he ever going to change? Dun, dun, dun. No. No. He already showed you that. So sad, man. So sad. When you see people stuck in that thing that they can't let go of, you know? So heartbreaking, dude. But... tisk, tisk, tisk. All right, well, let's get the advice. Let's get the advice. What's the advice? Oh, yeah, okay. So, all right, let me put it to you like this. When there is a lack of trust like that, it doesn't matter why there's a lack of trust. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you intuitively are picking up on the fact that this person's doing some fucked up shit, or if you're just tripping and imagining things. Doesn't matter. That energy will lead to the demise of the connection. Not it might, not it could. It will. Best case scenario. Best case. You're going to be dealing with one miserable life partnership. Miserable. Oh God, who wants to be in that energy? Fuck that. I don't understand how anybody does that. More power to you. I would rather die alone. Swear to God, I will die alone before I stay with somebody that I don't know if I can trust. That feeling where you're constantly wondering who they're talking to. Constantly wondering where they are and what they're doing. That feeling where it's keeping you up at night wondering what they were doing last weekend. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. I will die alone. Fuck that. If you're cool with that, hey, I can't tell you that you're wrong. If you're cool with that, then that's the best case scenario you got with this type of situation right here. Are you cool with that? If so, okay. I wish you the best. Fuck that. Okay, let's shift gears now. Hang on a second. I finally grabbed it. I don't even know. What am I reading next? Oh, yeah. Past person. After I clear the air up in here. Brr, brr, brr. Brr, brr, brr. Okay. Past person. Let's see. Past person. Let's see. Anything good happening between Taurus and the past person? Any communication? Anything? Anything happening, man? Well, hang on a second. Honestly, it just still looks like unfinished business lingering in the ether of eternity. Ooh, death card. Blum, blum, blum. I do kind of feel like this person does obsess over you a little bit, though, with the devil card here. But they're not wanting to show you any kind of emotion. They're wanting to remain very, very closed off. But you take up a ridiculous amount of space in this person's head. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. It kind of feels like, how do I even word this, man? I hate this when this comes through. I always struggle trying to figure out how I'm going to explain this. They do obsess over you, and they are planning what they would do if they bumped carts with you at the grocery store, turned around in line at the fair waiting to get a corn dog and saw you standing there. If you showed up in their inbox, like they're planning how they would handle that and what they would do, but they're not doing anything to take any kind of action. Right? They're not putting any of them thoughts into motion, you know? So, looks like silent tension to me. All right, well, let's see how they feel about you at the deepest level. Whoa. Oh, and my all-time favorite. They're trying to forget about you. Keyword trying. Let me do the math on that. Yeah, for some reason, there's that fucking devil card again, though. For some reason, they have no faith in this ever working out. None. But you still take up a lot of space in their head. It's just like you own space in their head rent-free, but they feel like they have no choice but to move on from this. Like, being with you is not even an option on the table. Why do they feel that way? I don't know. I guess I'm going to leave that one up to you. If you can figure that out, I don't know, maybe if you told them that you never want to see him again, or maybe what they did was so horrifically horrendous that nobody in their right mind would allow somebody back into their life that did what they did. Maybe, I don't know. But for some reason, they feel like they have no choice but to move on from this. So, and also, they absolutely 100% believe they are the victim. 100%. 110%. So, yeah, and that's about as deep as it goes with this person. Some of you dealing with a Virgo also have Capricorn, Gemini. Yeah, and this weighs on them very heavily. Okay, whatever. Let's get the advice. What's the advice? What's the advice? I don't know why I got Billie Jean in my head all of a sudden. Billie Jean is not my lover. Maybe for some of you, hang on. Doesn't that song have something to do with somebody trying to say that the kid is your kid, but the kid is not my son? Hey, did that happen with y'all? Maybe some of y'all dealing with somebody that's trying to deny their baby, huh? I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm not really all that big. I mean, I know that when the other side tries to communicate with you, they use anything that they can. And lots of people are real big on the music. They hear a song and they're like, oh my God, that's the other side talking to me. And I'm not saying it's not. It's just, I don't really do that. I know, and I'm a musician too. So you would think that being a skilled musician like me, that I would think that way, but I don't. I don't know. Anyway, though. So, oh, I can't get too close. There's boobies on this card. You know, the last video, your alls that I did, they removed it for me holding up the devil card. Oh my God, I had to appeal. First, they put an age restriction. I had to appeal it. And then they removed it. I had to appeal it again. I was like, hey, this is artwork. This is a devil card, you know, bondage, naked people. I said, this is artwork. This isn't sexual gratification shit. So finally they re-enlisted it, and it was just this whole big long thing. I don't know if you all noticed your video disappear for a little bit and then it came back on. I'm like, God damn it. So I can't show no boobies or no wieners. All right, I got to cover it up. You know what card this is though, right? Closure. 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 So maybe think about shooting this person a closure message. Start there. Don't even think about what's coming after that. Don't worry about whether or not you're going to get back together. Don't worry about whether or not you're going to part ways and never see them again. Don't worry about that. Closure is for energy, frequency, and vibrational purposes only. It's to clear your energetic pathway. Closure means I'm clearing the air, clearing and cleansing that energy, and closing this cycle out. At the end of the day, no matter what you want to do, if you don't clear the old energy and close the old cycle out, it's going to fail. If you want to move forward and find someone new, but you didn't cleanse your old energy, that's going to fail. If you want to bring someone back into your life and give that another try, if you don't cleanse the old energy, that's going to fail. Promise you. So closing the old energy out is going to need to happen no matter what. Don't worry about what's going to happen as a result of this. Don't worry about that. Cross that bridge when you get to it. That's what I would do here, though. Unless there's an exception to this. Sometimes you find yourself dealing with somebody that is not a good idea to contact for any reason. I can tell you, I've been on this year, 2026 marks a decade that I've been on my spiritual healing, evolutionary, and manifestation path. 1 decade. And boy, I've done a lot of fucking healing. And when it comes to people from my past, doesn't matter who, friends, family, romantic lovers, I have reached out and gotten lots and lots and lots of closure with lots of people. You know, swallow that fucking ego pill and fucking do it, you know. But there's 2 people in particular that I will never reach out to. Ever. Not because I don't want closure, but because they cannot be fucking trusted. They're very sick, disgusting, narcissistic people. So sometimes it's better to wait 10 years to heal something than to take the chance on getting caught in a trap again. Right? Exchanging energy with the wrong fucking person. So use your better judgment on that. 2026 is a new cycle. It'd be best to release any old energy that's holding you back. All right? All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Taurus family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, y'all, this Saturday, January 24th, we're doing another round of our $22.22 live readings right here on this channel. You can pre-order anytime. You can order one now if you want to. They're read in the order of which they come in. If you wait until we're live to place your order, you get pushed to the very back of the line. But if you're busy that day and you don't have time to sit through the whole live stream, that's cool. You can come back Sunday or Monday or come back a week later and go to the playback of the live stream. Go to the comments All the readings are timestamped in the comments in a pinned comment. You can go straight to your reading. So, no, this is not going to be a weekly thing like we did all fucking last year. We're doing it the old school way now. We're just breaking it out every now and then. We usually do it on average once every 4 to 6 months. Something like that, you know. So we might do another one. Now, don't hold me to this. I'm just giving you an example. Like for the 4th of July, you know. Stuff like that. We do it very rarely. Like maybe 3 times a year at the max. That's pushing it. So I don't know when we're doing it next after this weekend. But yeah, there's a link in the description where you can read up more about how that works. And everything else that I have to offer is on my website. Everything's in the description. All right, y'all, I'm out of here now. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.